he did a lot of good. Me and him are the same age, and oddly enough, his birthday was October 14th. Mine's October 13th. And he's done more, exponentially more in his life than like good in his life than I've done. And I'm a nurse, right? So I'd like to think there's been a few times I've done some good stuff, right?
Right.
But like, it's so amazing to see that someone that young can do so much good and then be unalived for that. And the proof is in the pudding. Like, when that happened, I didn't hear or see of one store being ruined, anything burnt down. If anything, you know what I saw? I saw vigils being destroyed
That's true.
by the other side. So again, it's just the proof is in the pudding. We have to go by evidence, by their fruits, they'll be known, and it's just irrefutable. Like I would really like to talk to somebody that could even possibly defend um any of like the horrible videos people posted after.
Well, they say once again, I've been running this photo on two different apps, and their thing is, well, Charlie was a racist, or Charlie was divisive,
Oh, but
and
it's like,
then
how?
well, trust me, I ask, and then they spew their bullshit, and then that's pretty much that. And then on the other side of it, they'll try and justify or defend the riots that happened in 2020. I don't get it. Um, it's frustrating to talk to these people, but that's what it is. And anybody coming up here defending um,
St. George.
St. George Floyd. All right, Reese, what do you got, Reese?
Yeah, I just think this is hypocritical and cherry picking.
Okay, tell me more.
Yeah, so I think you guys perfectly demonstrated right there. You just laughed right there. You said St. George Floyd, you laugh. I mean,
Well,
Ralph.
to be fair, let me explain why I say that is you guys acted as if this man was a good man. He
who's
was
you
a
guys? I didn't.
lifelong criminal who was a horrendous human being.
Yeah, I never said that I supported him, but I'm saying the
Okay,
irony
but
is this.
I was explaining why nobody should support him, right?
Yeah, well, no, not even close, right? And here's
Okay,
the
very good.
dichotomy. Here's the dichotomy between the situations, right? Whenever George Floyd was unalived, we can understand he wasn't a good person, but him getting a knee stepped on his neck for uh, long enough for him to be asphyxiated, yeah, it was terrible.
Well, do you
And
think the fentanyl in the system helped him that day or hurt
no,
him?
not even. And we can have a
Wait,
whole,
I'm sorry, just
we can
very
have a
digress.
whole.
I'm not a doctor, but the fentanyl in the system, did that help or hurt St. George Floyd that day?
See, so there we go again, right? So I don't agree that the fentanyl killed him, but let's talk about this, right? The same way you're making fun of George Floyd, it's a double standard because now people are making fun of Charlie Kirk, and then you guys get butthurt,
We're not
right?
making fun of
I
him.
mean, you just laughed. You said St. George Floyd. You laughed three
Like,
times.
I think it's funny.
Okay, so I can make
It
fun of
is
him getting
funny
shot. I
how
think it is funny.
there's a large portion of our country that acted as if that man was a good person.
Well, here's the thing about it, right? Everyone makes mistakes. No one's saying he's a good person. If you do crime and you pay the time and you can
There's
get out to be,
statues of
allow
George
me to
Floyd
finish.
up.
Allow me to finish. I don't agree with those statues at all. I don't think. I
Okay,
don't.
great. Okay.
Okay, so like I
Primitive.
said, if someone does something wrong and they do their time, allow them to be rehabilitate so they can be a functioning member of society. I presume all of us are Christian here, right? So we're supposed to hate the sin, not the sinner. So if we have an individual that's done bad, right? But then he's trying to do good by minding his business and going out through society after he got convicted of those crimes,
He was
allow
in
him to do so.
society
Well,
using
hold
a
on.
fake $20 bill high on fentanyl.
Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. Okay, I don't even know what.
Like, let's just not
Allow me to
speak
finish though.
bullshit.
Okay, you say it
Let's
bullshit.
not act like he was
Hold on.
feeding the homeless,
Hold on, hold
right?
on.
Like, what are you
If we're
talking
if
about?
we're gonna have a conversation, we're gonna need to allow other people to finish.
How about
Right?
this? How about be factual?
I just did. Right.
You said
So
he was out. You
I
acted
said
as if he
minding
was
his.
out there
So
living
hold on, hold on.
a good life. He was
If we're
using a
if
fake $20
okay, okay.
bill high on fentanyl.
Listen. We have time. Let's engage in an open dialogue where we can exchange
Just
information.
be factual.
Okay, you're speaking over me, and that's not how it goes.
Be
Well, let's be factual, right? You're gonna condemn him for using $20, but you want to talk about Donald Trump, who has multiple felonies, multiple sexual convictions, and we're gonna talk about, oh, he used a $20 bill. Here's what I'm saying, right? I think it's not only ironic, but it's very, very immature to do things like this, right? So
Okay.
you want to talk about? You
Okay.
want to talk?
Let's just stick to the facts, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I
no, no.
assume you voted for that dumpster fire, Carmela Harris. Is that correct?
I'm conservative. I didn't vote for anyone.
Okay, I got you. So
So
Donald,
you have
Donald,
to stop assuming, though. That you got to admit that you got to stop assuming. You're using preconceived notions. You're using preconceived notions to kind of have a better idea of who I am. And let me tell you who I
well,
am, rather
anybody
than you
that
judging.
criticizes Trump for the felonies, usually statistically, they're Harris voters, right? There's no way.
Not even close. No, not even close. I think there are people that are centrists that have
Of
see
course.
both political ideologies that are both garbage, right? And there are some people that also are conservative like myself that can look at Donald Trump for his flaws and be like, okay, you're right. I'm not the type of person who blindly follows people. I get the facts, I get my own understanding, and I do my own research. Point blank, period, right? I get
But
that you
for a
hold
man
your truth.
that looks for facts, you've stated a lot of bullshit up here this morning.
Okay, name three things that were
I mean,
factual.
come on. You
Okay,
acting
three,
as if George Floyd is
three.
living his best life and doing a good thing, and
When did I
then
say he did a good thing? I said he
oh,
became a. I said
okay, you said
after
that he
he.
did his time and he was being better or whatever the fuck
No,
you
no,
said.
no. See, you don't. You can't even quote me correctly. I said after he was.
I'm going to be honest. The reason why I can't, I point blank, I don't give a fuck, right?
I can so I
Anybody
can
that
tell
comes
because
up
that's why you're
here,
wrong. You're wrong. You're
okay,
loud and wrong.
fair enough. If I'm wrong for not giving a fuck what you say, then I'm wrong.
You're
No big.
loud and wrong. That's the issue.
Okay, great.
Oh, wait, can I just want to say something really quick? So, um, now my brain isn't like AI, right? So I can't quote exactly word for word what you said, but you said he did his time basically and he was out in society minding his own business. Now, as he pointed out, yes, he was out using a counterfeit $20 bill and was high on fentanyl. Um, and so therefore, when you put yourself in certain positions, there are certain consequences. Me, I don't put myself in positions to have police contact. I don't put myself in positions to go to prison. I don't put myself in positions to possibly be unalived by some, cop that probably had something against him or had, because they knew each other prior.
So they
So I'm
definitely had something against each other. So thank you for confirming that. Thank you.
okay, but what I'm saying is, I don't put myself in positions to have police contact at all.
I mean, I agree. I don't think anyone should put themselves in position to have police contact. But what you're now quoting is called a deontological perspective. You're outweighing the cosmic majority of him doing something as harmless, which is a misdemeanor of having a counterfeit
It,
$20 bill,
it's not
and you're
harmless. It
allow
harms
me
the
to finish.
shop
Allow
owner.
me to finish. Allow me to finish. If we're doing something that's a misdemeanor, that's not considered a violent crime, right? Something as innocent as having a counterfeit $20 bill. Let's say he did know it was counterfeit, right? That's not even called grand larceny. That's petty theft. That's a misdemeanor. You're now
It's still a crime.
allow me to finish. You're now equivalating that to him being unalive. That's not very Christian of you.
I don't
And
put
that's why
and now
I gotta
you're
call
yeah,
y'all
and
out.
it's
That's why I
not
have to call
Christian
y'all
of
out.
me.
No, it's not very Christian of you because what did Jesus do, right? He broke bread. He
You
fed
live
the
by the
allow me to
sword, you
finish.
die by the
Yeah,
sword.
if I
Allow me to
may.
finish. He broke
Hold
bread.
on,
He
Wesley.
fed
I'll
the
get you in. Relax.
he
Okay.
broke bread. He fed the needy. I'm not saying
And George
that he
Floyd
was.
didn't.
Allow me to.
So
You
why are
you.
you comparing George Floyd
I,
and my Christianity to
okay.
Jesus? Stop.
You're not even allowing me to finish because
Wait, didn't you criticize me for calling him Saint George Floyd?
you're doing what he's doing, right? You both are talking over me. You're not even listening to
But
what
you're
I'm
saying a
saying.
bunch of
You're
bullshit.
hold
So
on. Allow me to finish.
just
See,
hold
you're
on,
doing it again.
hold on. Wesley, where are you from?
You guys are misquoting.
From
this shit.
Alabama.
What brings you up, kind sir?
Yes, sir. If I may join in the stance of my beliefs, I did feel empowered to join y'all's live seeing it, but I do take the stance on Charlie, of course, being Christian. However, my philosophy really lies in the biggest divide being the stigma of this, because I really see this stigma of mental health and stuff in this black and white world, guys, and I really think Jesus didn't want us to, I think that's the biggest divide is this stigma of mental health being like a conservative thing when we see black culture as well also demonizing homosexuality as well. And this is very important because I really see the left holding the same grudges that the right may hold and getting away
Wesley,
with
just
it.
bottom line me, please. Bottom line me.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line me. Give me your bottom line.
Well, Charlie was Christian, and that's really
Okay,
why I
great.
side
Okay,
with
you got
him
this.
more.
Okay, great.
I really think
BLK, Spidey, I think it says. Where you from?
New York.
What brings you up, sir?
Yeah, it's pretty much different. The different responses. Charlie Kirk. I don't know why people are originally comparing both. Well, I kind of do because people were mocking George Floyd and all that, which is wrong. I don't agree with people mocking just rest in peace, but I'm not going to share a tear for George Floyd because me being black, like, what have George Floyd done for me? Like, what have he done for the black community? Then become homeless or nobody cared when he was alive and everything. Like, he literally had to do pornography to pay his bills and whatnot. So it's like I didn't share one tear. His demise was mostly on him because he couldn't stop resisting. He would just follow the orders with the cop. The cop would have definitely had zero thing to do with him on being on the live whatnot. He would just simply if he didn't resist it, just go to the station. If you feel like this was unjust, take it to court, get your money, and then that's it. But he took the black person way. Couldn't stop resisting on the live, marching, T-shirts. Oh, did he deserve to be on the live? The typical black question that black folks love to ask. Oh, he should have been on the live for this, shouldn't be on the live for that. So yeah, it's different than Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was just a peaceful ritual, peaceful protest. No, not protest. Peaceful funeral, whatnot. No buildings, no businesses got destroyed, whatnot. So it's a different outcome.
All right, go ahead, Reese. You said not even. Elaborate.
Right. So here's the thing, right? So you guys made it seem like Charlie Kirk, when he passed, it was peaceful. Why are we not? Are you guys blatantly forgetting the fact that there were 3 historically black universities that got threatened to get shot up?
Reese,
Are we
Reese,
forgetting? Allow me to finish. Why do y'all cut me off?
Reese.
That's a fact. That's a
we're not
fact.
ignoring.
That's a
we're
fact.
like,
That's
we're
a fact.
not
Allow me to
ignoring
finish.
it.
Allow me to finish. Why do y'all cut me off when I speak?
Stop, Reese.
Why don't you allow me to finish?
Reese, who has said that it was a Charlie Kirk or a Trump supporter? Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you. Let me tell you.
Yes,
And
please.
allow me
Yeah,
to
where's the
finish.
connection? Yeah, what's the
Dude,
connection?
Black
What's the connection?
Spider-Man, shut up. I'm talking to the
Source.
host. Allow me
don't
to
tell
finish.
You're losing right now.
Just give me where I can pull it up. I'm in front of
Okay,
Source.
my computer.
This
So
is
go ahead.
this is
As a connection.
Hold on.
You don't be telling people to shut up in a debate. That ain't no damn debate.
All right. Good job, Reese. Good job as always.
Thank you. Thank you in the comments said that had nothing to do with Kirk. Nothing.
So if you go on MSNBC News, right, and you type in
Okay.
Bethune-Cookman
Okay,
University,
go ahead. Wait, hold on. MSNBC News, okay?
type in Bethune-Cookman University,
Okay. I know how to spell it.
Bethune
I'm familiar with the school.
Cookman University,
Okay.
and then right after that, say mass shooting threat to Charlie Kirk. They did a whole televised news prompt on it. So while you look that up, because it did happen.
Okay, don't talk. What happens is you don't come up here and spew your bullshit.
You're mad
Okay,
at me
so
with facts.
what
Why are
I'm
you
looking
mad?
for is
Google
where
it.
I just Google search MSNBC Bethune-Cookman University Mass. What was the last part? Because I put shooting. What did you say?
Listen. You're so mad. You're not even listening to me. Quote me right first.
Right, I'm the meddler. Okay,
Okay.
very good.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What do
You're
I look
stuttering. Like I said.
Wait, can I say something? Because
Wait, hold on one
Shut
second. I don't
up.
want to hear
Shut
from
him up.
anybody
Shut
but
him
this
up.
fucking moron.
I'm
Go,
a
Reese.
moron. Cool. It's gonna be funny when you see it's true.
No problem.
Type in. I'm gonna go slow again because clearly you didn't hear me the first time. Type in MSNBC News, Bethune-Cookman University, mass shooting threats, Charlie Kirk.
because of Charlie's Kirk.
Dude, shut up. Can you
Because
mute
of
him? Like, what
it.
is
Hold on one
this?
second.
Tell
You
him
have
to
to
shut
connect
up.
it.
Tell
Okay,
him to
so-
shut
Connecting
up.
it, sir. You're not
Tell him
connecting.
to shut
Hold
up.
on
Tell
one
him to shut
second.
up.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't want anybody up here but this fucking idiot. Okay, so now
Okay.
I Google searched it and there's multiple articles that come up. Where
Read the article.
Hold on one second. What article will point to that it was a Charlie Kirk supporter or a Trump supporter making the
Okay,
phone
cool.
call?
All right, cool.
Go ahead.
Click on the first article you see and read at least 2 paragraphs because I'm giving you the information and you're turning your nose up at it. First you
Okay,
said
so
you give
the
facts.
first
I'm
two
giving you
things
facts.
is
Read it.
MSNBC. Hold on. MSNBC, and then New York Post. Which one do you want me to click on?
Either or. Go ahead, read it. Read it out loud. Let's do a read along.
All right. So the first two paragraphs, Comcast, they're talking about David Dowd that was fired.
No.
Okay,
read it out loud, please. Read it out
Wait,
loud.
hold on 1 second, Reese. I'm not going to do what your dumbass tells me.
Okay, so you're mad. I'm giving you facts.
have
You
the
asked for
article.
facts, and
Okay,
you're mad.
I'm
giving
telling
it to
you, I'm scanning through the first one. New York Post is not does not say it was a Charlie Kirk supporter.
You didn't even read it. It's a big ass newsletter. You only read the title.
Wait,
read
I'm so
it.
sorry. Wait, did you not say
Read
to read the first two paragraphs?
Read it. Hey, yo, chat, he's ducking facts. Why are you ducking the facts? Read it out loud. Let's have a read along. Come on.
Once
Because I
again,
read it.
Reese,
I read it. Come
Reese.
on.
Okay, so first two paragraphs. Go ahead.
No. You're not listening.
Okay,
I'm telling
first
you
two paragraphs.
to read
and
the
once
article.
again, everybody could go look this up.
Oh, wow. This dude is... Hey,
Reese,
guys.
shut the fuck up. Reese,
This is
hold
an
on,
average
Reese, I'll bring you back up.
conservative.
Reese, I'll bring you back up. Okay, hold on. I'll bring you back up first. Okay. So whenever you go and look at the article, just search MSNBC, just like you said. He's 100% right. The second link that comes up is an MSNBC news story. They talk about Charlie Kirk in the first paragraph, talk about his what he did for Turning Point in the second paragraph. Third paragraph, on Wednesday, he died. Okay, third paragraph doesn't say anything. Fourth paragraph, this is a tragedy. Nothing about who called the school. Okay, so fifth paragraph, the killing is the latest. Sixth paragraph, nothing about that. Seventh paragraph talks about the 1950s and 60s, political violence. Okay, so now I'm on paragraph 8, Josh Shapiro. Okay, so once again, and this, I'll be honest with you, it is very frustrating if you want to come up here and say it was a Charlie Kirk or a Trump supporter. Just bring evidence. That's all. That's all. Okay, I did exactly what you told me to do, Reese, and I'm on the 8th paragraph and nothing about who did.
So why are we lying? Right? That's number one. So I'm mad. I got to do my homework for you.
Reese, don't say anything. Reese, stop.
I have it right here for you.
Okay,
I have it right here.
Good. Pull it up.
It's called CBS News. Right? Go
Wait,
on CBS.
you said MSNBC, correct? Let's
There's
just
multiple.
be factual.
There's multiple news outlets.
Okay, well,
there's multiple news outlets. You
hold on,
you can
Reese,
understand that,
Reese.
right?
When you tell me to bring up MSNBC and read the first two paragraphs,
I
and I'm
gave
sure
you multiple sources. Why are you
you
being a
only said
coward about it?
MSNBC, sir.
Okay, so now we're being obtuse, right?
Okay, very good. So,
Okay, so let me do my homework
give
for
me
you.
the
Let me do the
person's
homework for
name
you.
who made the phone calls. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. Here, go on www.
No. Just give me the name. Give me the name.
Are you kidding me? Hey guys, I guess he's dodging it.
Read,
Here, I'll read it right here.
Read the name, please. Go ahead.
I'm giving it to you right now. His name is Joseph Gordon. He was in Washington, right?
Okay, and then how is he tied to Charlie Kirk and Trump, or Trump, really?
Yeah, so he said himself that he was a Charlie Kirk reporter. I mean, not reporter, but supporter, right?
Okay,
So
what was the caller's name? What was his name?
Joseph Gordon. So go on, do as I'm saying right now, because I'm doing my.
just searching.
No. Because
Listen,
you obviously
Reese,
don't know how to do
stop,
it.
Reese.
Go on the
Stop,
Guardian.
Reese, stop.
Yo, Chad, he's denying facts now. This is what
Reese, let's recap. You came up
this guy
here.
doesn't know what he's doing.
Reese, you came up here. You said to search MSNBC. I searched exactly what you said. I clicked on the first article that you told me to click. You said read the first two paragraphs, and it was right there. I went all the way down to paragraph 8, and nothing was there.
Dude, why do you have to deny facts to
Reese,
support your claim? This is sad, bro.
Reese, anything that I said in that recap is anything I
sad.
said inaccurate.
Yeah, very much inaccurate. So, because I gave you 2 media news outlets, and I don't know why your literacy skills are so bad, because you did not read that whole paragraph in under 30 seconds. I know that as a fact. I'm looking at you in the screen.
Once again,
So,
I literally went, Reese, stop.
well, I have it right here. I did your homework for
Once
you.
again, Reese, what is the guy's name? Go ahead.
I have it right here. So do me a favor.
Give me the guy's name, Reese.
Can you be quiet so I can give you what you're looking for?
Here, I'm just gonna move on. Put it in the chat. Everybody can. It is what it is, Reese. I'm done fucking around with you, bruh. I think that's in Ireland. Ireland, how are you?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm great. What brings you up, love?
Um, so the prompt respond to
Okay.
Charlie Kirk and then respond to George Floyd. People have been doing this, and I'm like, that those two men should not be compared to each other in any way.
Tell me
They
why.
not a single bit are they. Charlie was a good man. Charlie fought for good. Charlie spoke on things that were to better all communities, to better children, and give them a broader mindset so that they're not stuck in brainwashing of the Democratic Party. George Floyd was violent. George Floyd was a criminal. George Floyd put a pew pew to a 5-month pregnant woman's stomach, and now all of a sudden he's a victim. George Floyd was a shrug user. George Floyd is not comparable in any way. He was unalived on his own, by the way, because there were 2 autopsies done, one that was normal and one that was doctored. And it was not the police officer. It was, however, the F word, right? So how are we comparing the 2 of these men?
Well, to be fair, I understand what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm not even. There's no comparison in comparing the men, right? I'm comparing the response.
Yeah.
And I asked it.
Absolutely.
And I posed this question on a different app Friday night, and the question was very simple: why didn't Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, any of the quote unquote black leaders in America go to Minneapolis and hold a church service or hold some kind of mass or vigil at night to stop, buildings getting set on fire? And nobody could give me an answer. And the reason is there is no leader of the black community, in my opinion.
Right. Okay, so if you're doing that, absolutely. I thought it was like a comparison. I'm like, oh my gosh, but people are comparing it.
Hello.
Like
Hello.
Yeah,
there are people
there's
on
no
here.
comparison. I agree with you 100%. And when people come up here and try and talk about anything else but the actual reactions, I kind of just nip it in the butt.
Well,
But
Okay.
I get your point.
Okay.
All
So
right, wait, hold on one second. Who's unhinged and interrupting? Who is that?
I was gonna agree with you, but
Okay, let's. Josh, where are you from, Josh?
I'm from New Mexico.
And what brings you up, sir?
Um, Honestly, I see what you're saying. We shouldn't compare the two people if I'm going in your point of view, but literally,
Hold on
there
one
was
second.
literally
Shay, stop the bullshit, Shay. Somebody should have taken the lead back in the summer of 2020. Instead, what you had was that dumpster fire Harris bailing BLM members out of prison. So stop the bullshit, Shay. And Shay, I'm honestly stunned that people like you are on this app. Still. Shay, you are the people, you and your people are the ones that said that Trump was going to be off the ballot whenever Colorado, that Joe Biden was vigorous and going to smoke Trump in the debate. Then it was Carmela Harris was going to smoke Trump. You, Shay, are one of the dumbest people on this fucking app when it comes to politics. So why you even show your face? I could not imagine being wrong every fucking step of the way and showing my face still. And for some reason, you feel emboldened to do it. Get the fuck out of here. Josh, finish your thought, please.
so I was just gonna ask you, so you honestly think nobody's had a bad response to Charlie Kirk?
The little, I forget his name, the little guy that was up here before said that 3 HBCUs received bomb threats or death threats or something, a mass shooting threat.
Okay. And did you also see the white man fight back video? They're literally screaming, "White man fight back." They were literally going to start doing stuff before they figured out it was a white person.
Okay, so
No.
are you okay? So are you comparing chanting repulsive? Okay, I'm assuming what you're saying is correct. Whatever, no big deal. You're comparing chanting and 3 fake bomb threats to multiple weeks of buildings burning and looting.
It was not multiple weeks. 90% of the protests were peace.
Okay, so what does that?
Can I respond to that, host? Because my
Go,
husband
go,
was in the middle of it.
go ahead.
Hold on.
My
Hello?
husband, no. My husband worked in Inglewood, Chicago. My husband showed up to work after everything was happening. Showed up to work with busted windows. They stole 3 or 4 of the new Camrys that they got. They took all the wheels, all that. They destroyed every car that was there. Every single car that was there, they destroyed it. Keyed them, smashed out the windows, everything. My husband walked in and guys were in there. My husband had to throw a guy out of a window. My husband had to bring his pew-pew with him. And do you know that they posted up outside of Toyota with their pew-pews? The cops just had to give them a wave like thanks because there was so much going on. The police officers didn't even have enough to cover what was
Okay.
going on. My husband was in
Okay.
danger that whole
You
fucking
you you
time.
you
So
you
don't
said they
tell
had
me it
guns,
wasn't
right?
happening.
You said they had guns, right?
Yes, they
What about
did.
the what about the white supremacy
Yes,
groups
they
that had
did.
guns? What about the white supremacy groups that had guns? You and I
That's
can.
not what we're talking about. You
That
want to
is what
switch
we're
it
Hold,
because
talking
hold
now I
on.
about.
Hold
No,
messed
that
up
is
your
what we're
narrative,
talking
right?
about. That
I
is what we're
messed up
talking
your
about.
narrative, right?
No, that is what we're
No,
talking
that's not
about.
what we're talking. We're
Because
talking
We
at
about
the
my
same
never
husband
time,
was
want to
in
talk
no,
about
danger
that.
because
your
people wanted
husband
to
was
rise
never
up.
in.
Yes, he
No,
what? What?
But
bro,
Are
I've
you
I've
fucking
talked.
kidding me?
I talked to
all
a
right,
cop
all right,
from
all right.
Minneapolis.
Listen, hold on
I
one
know
second,
about all
Josh.
that
Josh,
stuff.
Host,
Josh, you're not
host,
gonna come up here and gaslight her, right? She's saying
I
that
didn't
this
gaslight
is what
anybody.
happened. But Josh, just
She's lit.
let's take her story out of it. Just go with what every American saw on the news for weeks and weeks and weeks throughout the summer of 2020. How are you comparing the two? It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so one incident
Can
against
can
how
I
many
speak
incidents of y'all
oh
on
rioting?
my
behalf?
God.
Uh,
You can't talk to people
Project,
like this,
hold on.
host.
I just want
bro,
Josh to talk right now. I just want Josh.
what
Go
what
ahead,
happened?
Josh.
What happened in January of 2021? Was that not worse?
I got
No.
you. So we're comparing January 6th. Okay, no problem. So hypothetically, Josh, I forget what town you're in, but let's say you have a group of 2,000
New
people.
Mexico?
Okay, no problem. Great. That's a state, but no problem. So let's say in your hometown you have 2,000 angry people. Would you rather them burn down multiple buildings and loot, or would you rather go them take a flight to DC and fuck with Nancy Pelosi's desk? Which one would you
That's
rather?
not what they did, bro.
Okay,
Oh
whatever they
Jesus.
did, whatever they did. Okay, would you just tell me what you would rather have?
Obviously the people burning down things in my city because it wouldn't
Very
even be that
smart,
bad.
very smart,
The
Josh.
city's already horrible. The
Josh,
city's already horrible.
I got you, Josh. So, and once again, I bet a lot of money that you voted for Carmela Harris because you first impression is not always right, but you come off dumb as a rock.
Oh, okay, buddy.
Who did you vote for
So
in? Hold on, I don't want to hear from anybody but Josh,
okay.
please. Who did you vote for in November?
Obviously the GOAT,
Who's that?
Miss Harris.
Of course. So, how would America be better if Harris won?
I don't really think America would be better if any of them won. They're all controlled by Israel. But
Oh, there we go.
either way,
There we go.
but
Josh, why are you living here? Why is it that all the Democrats hate America? But you're
Hate
fighting
America?
for
No,
illegal immigrants to enter America. It doesn't make sense. If
no.
America's is so bad,
We just want our presidents to stop being controlled by Israel. I never said I wanted to
gotcha.
leave.
I know I'm not talking about the Middle East. We'll deal with that a different day. But why is it that almost every Democrat despises this country?
Why is it that almost every Republican
Wait,
wants black
why are
people to
you
leave?
answering my question? I've asked you 3 times.
Okay. I don't really see Democrats saying that, but okay.
Okay, if you're driving down the road, whether you're in New Mexico or if you're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, like myself, and you see an American flag outside of somebody's house, you kind of know who they voted for, unfortunately, right?
Not really, because
Really?
I know
Of
people
course
who
you
had American
do.
flags.
Of course.
No, I know people who had American flags outside their thing, and then they put a Ukraine flag a couple months ago, and you wouldn't agree
That
with
makes
that, would
sense.
you?
That makes sense. Yep, that checks out. I just
Exactly.
don't get it, Josh.
We sure don't have.
Go ahead, love. What did you say?
And then you got the lady
I said,
below me using one instance of her husband getting attacked to say the whole every
no,
riot was bad.
no, it was the whole Chicago. Are you joking? I'll have my fucking husband get on here right now. Stop devaluing what happened to everybody.
No,
And my
cry
husband's
about
not a
it,
white
cry
man,
about it, cry
FYI.
about it, cry
My
about it,
husband's not a white man,
cry
Let
about
my
it,
FYI.
fucking husband come up here right fucking now.
Hi,
cry
Slice.
about it, cry about it.
And my
Hold
husband
on
is
one
not
second, please.
white.
Splice. Oh, stop. Splice, did you win your appeal?
Yes.
Oh, good, good. I was worried. I'm glad. What are you laughing at, Josh?
I like how they literally
Dave, if you
just
see a
made
guy,
mocked here.
Dave, if
What?
you see a guy named Brady in the request, you got to bring him up. He really got
Baby,
something to say too.
okay, okay, stop. Because traditionally, Splice, when people tell me to bring somebody up, I have to
I
drop them right
know.
away because I do the
Did you
opposite.
hear my husband?
Brady's not even in the queue, so you're good. All right. All right. So, Josh, where do we go from here? And let me answer that question myself, and
Bro,
then I want you to respond.
I'm being so
Josh,
helpful for
Josh.
you right now. I'm giving you all your points.
Oh, okay, no problem. Josh, to me, this country right now is in a dangerous spot, and the reason why it is because there's
Because
two.
of white Americans.
Josh, don't fucking talk when I talk. Okay. All right. It's very simple. It's not white versus black. It's not even or Democrat versus Republican. It is point blank. It is people that could deal with reality and facts and acknowledge them versus people that want to spew bullshit and twist things and worry about things that do not matter. And you're in the latter, right?
No,
I'm sorry.
I said no.
Okay, you were very quick to bring up January 6th. Americans spoke
Because
last
you want
November.
to, because
Hold
you're
on,
talking
Josh,
about
you're talking
riots.
when I talk. Josh,
Okay,
don't,
okay, I'm sorry.
Josh,
I'm
don't
sorry.
act like an ignorant, uncaged animal like most of your party when they come up here, please. Okay,
Were
don't
you going to
put
say
too
most of
much.
my race?
Okay, no, because it has nothing to. Once again, Josh, it's not about race. It's not even about Democrat and Republican because there are Democrats that can acknowledge that, hey, Trump is doing well here, he's doing great there, but criticize him for other stuff. And that could be factual. All right? So just
Wait. Do you
stop with
think
the
Trump's a
bullshit.
felon?
Say it again.
Do you think Trump's a
Okay,
felon?
Sure, no problem. No problem. What does that change?
I'm just
If
asking
you
you.
said to me,
host.
do you think Trump wait, hold on. This guy up here, listen. Here, let me get rid of you. I'll bring you back up in a little bit, Josh. If you said to me, was Trump found liable for sexual assault? Yes. Was Trump
Okay.
impeached twice? Yes. Was Trump convicted in the state of New York for 34 felonies? Yes. Those are factual, right? But also, another thing that is factual is the Democratic Party lost to that man. With all of that being said, that's how bad the Democratic Party
It's
is.
because we have delusional people like you voting for him.
Okay, fair enough. Once again, I don't know what that means. If you want to say because I'm white, I don't know what
I
you
wasn't going to word you towards you being white. There's plenty of Mexicans who voted for Trump.
gotcha, and more black people, but that's fine.
No, not more, not
Well,
majority.
well, 100%, but his numbers increased.
100%.
His numbers
Did you just
increased.
say? Did you say 100%?
I said not 100%.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you mean by like people like me?
Uneducated people. He loves
I got
uneducated.
you.
He said that
So
himself.
I got you.
He said that
So
himself.
let's recap and let's break it down. So MAGA and the Republicans and the people that voted for Trump are dumb, but the Democratic Party could not outsmart the dumb people. How does that make sense?
We try to. It's because you guys
Uh,
have to lie
like
and do all this BS.
I got you. So are you saying that Carmela Harris was too smart, or it doesn't make sense?
No, she was a little soft on Trump because she could have went more in on him, in my opinion.
Hmm. I got you. The good news is, Josh, and I mean this sincerely, is the reaction of the Democrats to Charlie Kirk, how Donald
It was
Trump
the
has
same. It was the exact same thing y'all done for the past four
no
years. Come
problem.
on.
Your reaction to criticizing everything that Trump does, we're looking at least the next 12 years of being under Republican rule. And I'm grateful for idiots like you. And come midterms, come like late next summer, early fall, I want 8 of you right next to me every fucking morning to make sure that Trump keeps his majority in both the Senate and the House.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Builder, what brings you up, Builder? Builder.
Yeah, man. You know what? It don't matter. I'm gone.
What happened, Builder? He said, it don't matter, I'm gone. All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, K1, where you from?
I'm from Alabama.
All right, what brings you up here?
I wanted to come up because I wanted to first off start. I say yes. Back in November, I did vote for Trump, and I'm a black person. But now I feel like into as since he's elected into now that I feel like I wasted my vote because he did not stand on everything that uh that he said when he was
All right,
running
give me
as a.
the number one thing you're upset with.
Okay, as a one, we can start off with the transparency. They're not as transparent
Give me an
as they
example. Give
supposed
me
to.
an example.
Okay, we can start with one Epstein files. Their party was the main ones
Ooh.
what's the word? I can't.
They said they would release it. That's what you're talking about. They
Yeah,
said they
yeah,
would
they,
release
they
it.
was the main one saying, "Oh, we're gonna release the Epstein file soon as we get in office." Pam Bondi was even on live television saying, "I have the Epstein files on my desk." But here we are in September, we still haven't seen no Epstein files. Is it because Trump is on them, which we know he is? That's why I'm not. See, one thing about me, I'm not biased. I can call out both sides, not just because of a
So, are
skin
you?
tone.
Hold on one second. First of all, I'll acknowledge the criticism about Epstein. Okay, anybody that's on that list, they should be in prison. Okay,
Including your president.
hold on one
Yeah,
second.
that's what I meant to say.
Hold on one
Campaign.
second. Hold on one second. Josh, listen, I've dealt with your dumbass. Let me talk to somebody else, okay? Just what I don't get, okay, is number one, Trump's name is going to be in these files in multiple ways, okay? From birthday books to maybe he's in a contact list, et cetera, okay? However, he is not going to be on Epstein Island. He's not going to be on the black book list or whatever they called it. And the reason why I'm confident of that is the last administration, the last Department of Justice, tried to lock Trump up and get him off a ballot in 5 different ways, at least. And they all failed, obviously. But why would they sit on that information when they had it? If Trump was on there, why would they sit on it?
Can I okay.
Yeah, go.
So that's why I say a lot of y'all are still looking at it left versus right, which that is what they want. They want to divide. But that's why I say I don't mess with now how I'm looking at it, I don't mess with neither side because just like the
And that's fine, but you're
Republicans,
not. Can you answer my question? Let's not talk about
I'm
you.
answering your question if
Answer
you
me
would give a much
directly.
let me
Why
answer
would
it,
the
don't cut me
Democrats
off.
not get that information out?
Can I answer? if, like I said, the Democrats have 4 years to release it. Why? Because they have people on they have big, powerful people on the Epstein list, just like Republicans do. So they didn't release it because if we tell on y'all people, our people going down too. That's why they didn't campaign on it. But Trump and them campaigned on it, and now because you know you're on that list, you don't want to release it now because you're scared what the American people going to do. And with your prompt, because I do want to respond to your
Wait,
prompt.
hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Can you give me another complaint you have about Trump?
Oh, and also with this ICE situation, it kind of rubs me the wrong way that he wants to deport someone when
But that's
YT
what he ran
people.
on.
Yeah, we ran on that. Yes, I
He
didn't too
ran
much
on
care
that.
about that. I wasn't really because
I
I
swear to you,
didn't.
sir, you are the first person to say we ran on that voted for Trump. Historically, statistically, in this fucking live, when people say things like we ran on that, they voted for Carmela Harris. But good, you could address the photo. I think politics were done.
Okay,
Go ahead. We ran.
okay, so yeah, which I feel about the ICE protest. Yes, some people, the criminals. Yes, I feel like he handled the criminals, like the elite, the ones who actually committed crimes. I don't care about them, but the ones who just came here for a better family, I feel like they could have had some type of, which I don't too much know if they did or not, but they could have had some type of legal justice. But it's just odd to me that
Trump
six,
ran on. Hold on, stop. Trump ran on. If they're here illegally, get them the fuck out.
but YT
Did
people
Trump
came here
ever run
illegally.
on? Well, if they're here illegally, but they never committed a serious crime. No, he ran on getting them all the fuck out. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay, so
This
the
part.
Epstein thing, I 100% get that, and I'm somewhat with you. Okay, and to be honest, my bigger complaints are with Bongino and Bondi, that they say things like it's on my desk and it's coming out this week or that week. Once again, we'll see what happens down the road with them. But go ahead, before I let somebody else up, address give me your thoughts on the photo.
Now, what I want to say on the photo is I feel like it's a response to Kirk and George Floyd. I feel like the responses was different because YT people saw that it was a YT man that killed him. Because now I did once he got took out, I did see a couple videos of YT people saying we're ready, it's time to start their trick. So YT peoples was ready to go, but once they saw that it wasn't a BLK man or
Okay,
brown
so
Hispanic man.
I can't deal with hypotheticals. Like if it was a
But
black dude, it would be different. If it
okay, so
was
why
a
didn't
Chinese dude,
why
like I can't do it. I don't
so
know.
so why
I can just address what I have seen over the last 12 days is more prayer, more people going to church, and what I saw 5 years ago after George Floyd was a lot of buildings burning, a lot of police officers hurt, and a lot of looting. A lot of people got free TVs.
okay, but that comes from the oppressor. Like, do you have to
The
understand what
oppressor.
BLK
Elaborate.
people been going through for the see this what BLK have a problem with about YT people. We've been going through this for years, decades, centuries. But the moment it happens to one of you guys hurry up and put on the victim
Do
role.
what?
Oh my God. But you guys been animals for years to
Okay,
everybody.
so okay, no problem. So,
You guys say no empathy
wait,
matters.
Josh, enough, Josh, just drop down, Josh, please. I'll bring you back up. Just drop, please. I've heard enough of you for a little bit.
Okay, buddy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's your name? Is it Quan or Kwan?
You
Quan.
want to keep the
All right, Quan. You said that's your problem with white people. If I can, I'd like to share with you my problems with some black people in this country.
We already know y'all problems. Y'all let us know
y'all are just
every day.
racist.
Okay,
Y'all are racist as fuck.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on, Josh. Let me. I told you to drop down, Josh, and like, all right. So my problems is one. I feel that there's a lot of black people in this country that play victim for shit that happened to their ancestors. right? Like you're not picking cotton. Nobody's telling you to get to the back of the bus. Nobody's saying don't drink from the same water fountain as the white folk. Um, I just don't get that. So why is it that the black community, some of the black community, is still doing that in 2025?
Well, as far as that, like, like you said, you're correct that, we, some things that has been done to our ancestors is not being done to us today, but some things are, such as the systemic racism with the system, and it's way harder for a
Wait,
black,
say that again.
the systemic racism
With the
that black
system.
men have to go through, because and you can honestly agree and say that yes, we have some successful black people, but they had to work twice as harder to get there than a YT man,
Says
and you
who?
can honestly,
Says
you
who?
and you know this,
Says
because
who?
what millions of black people, we not
Millions
saying
of
we are
black
not
people.
successful, but we have to work twice as harder to get there, like other than you, your skin tone, they being based off your skin tone, oh yeah, you can automatically get the job because of your skin tone. It's not like that for me, and I really wish y'all would see that and stop being blind to it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I hear things like that, it shows. I think it's an exact example reflection on why black people are responsible for half the murders in this country. Because if you have that victim mentality, when there's no victimhood to be had, right? Like there's nothing I can do that you cannot do in this country. That's what leads to a lot of a lot of black people in this country using a gun and murdering somebody, right? You guys are responsible for over half the murders. So
Okay.
at some point, the black people in this country are going to stop playing victim and realize they live in the greatest country on this planet, and anything I can do, you can do. So how many more decades will this go on? When is the expiration date on this victim card?
Well, I'm gonna say, I can't give a expiration date, but as far as I see our community, we're trying to take steps, but that's something
No
that's why
expiration date.
I can't give a date on that. I'm not God. I can't give you a time and date. That's like I can ask you when or YT people gonna stop being racist. It's never gonna stop, right?
But
Because
once again, no. Of course, it's not going to stop. There
okay
are
then.
racist white
So,
people, but there.
but
Oh,
like
stop. There are racist black people. There are racist Chinese people. There are racist people within any group of people you want to talk about. Okay, so for you to sit there and say you're going to continue the victim card because there's racist white people, there's always going to be racist white people, just like there's always racist black people. So
but
go
can you
ahead.
pull that up for me though? Like, cause I don't 50% of murders crime in the country, but it's from what I know, black people mainly harm each other. You guys are the one that go and shoot up innocent schools, innocent stores. You guys are the one that go and kill innocent people. Black people kill the people that they're after.
Wait,
You
aren't they
guys are the
innocent
ones
too?
that's
Aren't
killing
they
innocent
innocent?
people.
Okay,
No,
so
no, no. Okay, they're not innocent. They're not innocent towards that other black person that who has unalived them. But that's just like the same day Charlie Kirk got an unalive, a YT man shot up unalived students at a school, and nobody talked about it.
well, to be fair, I mean they happen at the same time, and I
Okay,
mean,
so
news is going to cover what they're going to cover.
answer me this
But
question? Why are y'all always shooting up schools? Why is that?
100%. But what I don't get is I can sit here and acknowledge that if there's a school shooting today, most likely it's a white person. If there's a mass shooting at a movie theater or a grocery store, most likely it's a white person. Not 100%, but most likely. Why is it that I can acknowledge these things, but every time I ask a black person to acknowledge that even with all those scenarios added in, black people are still murdering more people in this country every year?
Well, I mean, you also have to look
Wait,
at how
why? Wait, hold on. I just said, why is it that you can't acknowledge it, thinking that you would say, of course I acknowledge it, but instead you're going to continue with the bullshit. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, that's one thing. I can acknowledge that black people are unaliving each other. I also speak up about this on my own panels. But my thing is, what I'm trying to say is that's not for white people to have a say so on, because we don't
Is
be
that not
worried
wait? Is
about
that not
y'all.
wait? Why is it
You got
not?
let me finish. Let me finish.
But
The
how
one
can you
thing,
say it's not for me to talk
because
on? As
can we
you
fix
just talked
anything in
on
your
white
community?
people doing shootings.
Can we fix anything within the white community? No, that's up for the YT people. So I feel like you guys should take y'all mouths and y'all hands out of our business, since y'all don't be worried about us too much, because y'all love to say we don't be stunned black people, but y'all always on the internet running y'all mouth about black people. So let us heal our community and y'all heal y'all community, and then we can unify. But
I
yes, black people do unalive people and not unalive each other, and that's something that I feel like we heavily need to work on. But let our community worry about that.
well,
You
let me tell
guys
you
worry
why
about
the
how
black
sick your
community.
young teens is that is going and killing innocent students that didn't do nothing to them.
Okay,
We
so
can
let me
talk
tell
about
you
black
why.
people unaliving each other all day.
Enough. Um, Let me tell you why 2 decades, 3 decades, 5 decades from now, everything will still be the same. It's because of people like you, right?
I can say the same for
Not
you.
that smart, not that smart at all.
You're not smart. Just
Okay,
like,
no
I
problem.
don't get that. What
Okay, no
makes you
problem.
smart? What
Um,
makes you smart?
I'm dumb. I'm dumb as fuck. Okay,
Because
but
we all
the
still have
problem
things to
is,
learn, so we all dumb.
okay,
Because
well,
nobody is smart. If you let it, because
nobody
it's
is
all
smart.
something
Okay.
we're all lacking. Why do you feel like you're smarter than me? Because you know things I don't know. That don't make you smart. That means you just took extra steps to learn a couple things that I didn't. That don't automatically make you smart. Because one thing about you, you've been
Well,
up
to be
here
fair,
calling
whenever
people
you
names the
said
whole
one of the
time,
first
and you're a
sentences you
grown ass
said,
man.
well, I got you. One of the first sentences you said was, "We ran them." Like I just knew right away, dumb as a rock, and that's fine. There's
I
nothing wrong
said
with
we
that. A lot of
ran
dumb people
on
come up.
them. We
A lot
ran
of people
on
come up
getting
here that are
people
dumb, and
out.
it's no big deal. But um,
I mean, I could say you're dumb. Look at this yee ass haircut you got on your
no
head.
problem. Once again,
I
I
can
could
say
care
you're
less.
dumb for that, but I'm not coming
There you
at
go.
you. I'm not throwing insults at you. I'm being an
Oh,
adult here.
but here's
So
the
you
thing.
don't have to throw insults at people to feel like you're better than them. That's one thing about YT people. Once people don't agree with what you're saying, we gotta throw insults and call them
No,
dumb and call
I'm
them
telling
stupid.
you, I'm telling you, you're dumb as fuck.
No, you're
And you
dumb
have
as fuck.
displayed
Look at
that
your haircut.
through the way
You
you've
you
talked. That's
sat
fine,
in
no
your
problem.
you sat in
But
the
the
chair
difference
and
is,
told
let
your
me tell you
barber
the
you
difference.
want that
Hey,
bullshit.
Juan, let me tell you the difference. Is you will get triggered by anything I say. I will get triggered by nothing. That's the difference.
You definitely get triggered. You just try not to show
Okay.
it. Like what the fuck? Don't
Okay. No problem.
you said because you was getting triggered by Josh. You're if you didn't get
No.
in
K1,
listen,
K1,
if you
K1. When
didn't
I
get
cut
triggered, why
people,
did you call
K1,
someone
let me
out their
explain.
name?
When people are spewing bullshit, that's when I cut them off. 100%. It's not getting triggered. I'm not going to allow people to just spew outright bullshit. Just like whenever you were talking, whenever you started down the bullshit lane, I cut you off as well. Doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican. If you're spewing bullshit, I will cut you off.
Okay, but that's just okay. So what as a grown man, and if we're sitting here having a conversation, I know it's things that you follow in life that I don't follow. So just because you have different beliefs and a different mindset than me, what gives me that right to call you dumb or stupid because you don't know what I know? As a grown man, let me try to encourage you and help you learn these things so that you can know this the next time we
Well,
have a
let me encourage
conversation.
you. Let me
We
encourage you.
let me
Fuck up
encourage
with
you,
you,
let me
bitchy and
enlighten
moaning.
you, let me help you
It is
learn these things that I know.
2025. There is
It, see,
nothing a
it
white
is
man
no
can
such
do that a
how
black
do
man
we go
cannot.
from we need to
Wake up, bro.
unify
It's
to freedom of
2025.
speech? I can say what I want. That don't make sense. See, you want us to be cool with you, but the moment someone don't agree with what you saying, let me throw insults out there because that don't make sense. But you want us to unify. How? Now you see.
Once
Now
again,
you
no.
see.
To be clear, there are people that are white that I know that unifying is impossible because they do not deal with reality and facts. Any black person that comes up here and says, yes, there is a problem within the community.
And I said it is.
Okay.
But that's up for us to handle, not you.
Okay.
Can you
Very
guys
good. You
handle
go
while
handle
your
it. Go
kids
handle it.
are
Go
staying
handle it.
up?
Go handle it.
Okay, go handle your kids
You
unaliving
got
random
it. No
kids at
problem.
school.
We'll worry about
Go
that.
handle your kids
All
sleeping
right.
with each
6
other.
a.m. Where are you from?
Like,
Hey, so I'm listening to the debate, and I've have debated liberal Democrat people that feel that, and I don't want to be speaking for my man, but he feels that his race in general is having being oppressed and having issues, uh, and you're explaining to him that you need to fix your issues. Well, there are people like you online coming up here on TikTok and saying these things. I applaud you because there's more of it that's needed to try to unify everyone. And I see your attempt. But people come up here and they just want to fight and argue and not critically think for themselves of what's going on in their own culture. And if we say anything as a different race, they get offended, and it's wild to me why we can't unify in a civil conversation instead of just pointing fingers and saying, being negative.
It's because
100% agree
they
with
don't
that.
deal with reality, common sense, and facts. That's simple.
100% agree with that. Let's talk about the white race then.
Okay, it has nothing because there are very
Oh
See, that's
no,
what
it's
you made the
fine. Let's talk
mistake.
about
wait.
white
Hold on
race.
1 second. Up there in the top
See,
right.
that's
Stop for a second, please. Go ahead. Go. You could. It's a mistake. What? Go ahead.
Well, that's where the entire logic breaks down. When anyone starts the conversation of white people, you white people, you got to understand. No matter what race you're in, we're not classified. You classify yourself in a race or gender, but economically, politically, in this environment that you're in right now, you have to classify yourself socioeconomically, not via race, because I can tell you when from the way people speak, if they are in, if in a gen, and I don't want to overgeneralize here, but what their daily challenges are. And when it comes to business owners or people that are well vested or people that have assets, they don't see themselves as black,
6
white.
a.m. You're
It's not.
overcomplicating it, sir. I respect what you're saying. I agree with it. But
Hey,
the
can I ask a
simplified
quick
version
question?
is very simple. It's either you base what's going on in this country in facts and reality, or you come up here and you give me bullshit and excuses.
A
Let's go
hundred percent
to
agree with that. Can I ask a
uh,
question?
Robert. Where are you from?
North Carolina. I got a question
What
for
brings
you.
you up, kind sir?
As a white tea man, you just said you base everything off facts and facts, right?
Okay.
Please show me somewhere in America where 50% of murders happen from black people. Because that's
Uh,
misinformation from you right there.
no problem. Do you have a
Please
second
find that
device?
up.
All
Bring it
right.
up.
Do you have a second device where you can look it up?
Oh, no, I looked it up. I already know.
Okay,
It's
go ahead.
nowhere even close.
Oh, okay. So, do you have a second device that you could use right now to
No,
look
I
at?
know. Bring it up on the screen. What do you mean? What you wouldn't
I'm not
bring
your
up?
secretary. I could tell you where to find it if you
That
want to go
is,
find it.
yeah, okay, where you find it? I
All right,
want to
so
see.
just
Where's that?
Google. All right, just Google table 43A FBI, and then what you're going to do is click on the first link, and you're going to see a chart. The first line I think is murder manslaughter, and you'll see it broken down. Scroll over to the gray and tell me the percentage of arrests for black people. And
But
whenever I
that's
had
not
this, hold
50%
on,
of
please.
America's that
Hold on
bangs
one
up.
second. Hold on one
50% of
second.
America is not committing.
Hold,
50% of black
hold on one
Americans is
second,
not.
Robert, shut the fuck up, please. Thank you. And I had this chart up probably 3 weeks ago now, and somebody came up and said, Dave, I think that chart is unfair because it talks about arrest and not convictions. So then we went and
No,
did
you
the
said murder.
Oh, okay, arrest and convictions for murder. What the hell? But regardless, whenever we did the research on the convictions, the number actually went up to 55%. All right, Robert, you're quiet now.
I think
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that there's no reasoning with you.
Well, I'm
Like
so
this
sorry.
is,
You came up
I'm
here,
starting to realize it because obviously you
Robert.
come
I'm
on,
so
man.
confused. You came up here and said I'm lying. I told you where I got the numbers from.
Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Okay.
Let me go
All
pull up
right.
some
You
shit.
go do your research. Do your homework. And
No,
then,
because that is 100% wrong. So you saying so
okay.
like okay, how much of the
while he's
population is black?
researching that fact, can you answer a
How
Hold
much
question
of
on.
the
there,
6
Coach?
a.m.
population is
6
black?
a.m. Stop, please.
Okay, let's move on to something else.
No, no,
Okay,
no, 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 no. We're just not gonna brush that under the rug.
no, because I still got to pull up. Let's move on to something else
Okay.
while I'm
Go.
here.
How about this? Go pull it up. Go do your homework.
No,
Whenever you
I
have your
want to bring
homework
up
done,
something
I'll
else.
bring you back up. Okay.
I want to bring up another something you brought up.
What?
No, we're not going to come up here and say, hey, you're lying. And then I give you the tools to go verify what I'm saying. And then you say, well, let's just move on. BMB, where are you from?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, where are you from, sir?
I'm from Kentucky.
And what brings you up?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Is your TV on in the background? Can you turn it down for me?
Yes, I'm turning it down.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I get it. I get it off.
All right, very good. And what brings you up?
I just want to ask a question, man.
Sure.
How many felonies was Trump convicted of?
34.
Okay. And somehow all of that stuff gets swept under the rug, right?
Oh, I don't think it was swept under the rug. What are you
I mean,
talking about?
it had to be.
Hold
I mean,
on.
I didn't know you
Democrats
could.
talk about it every day. How was it
I
swept
didn't
under
know
the
you
rug?
could. I mean, they talk about it, but I didn't know you could be a set convicted felon president.
Well, is there anywhere in the Constitution that says otherwise?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it says that you can't be a president. You can't run for president if you're a convicted felon, right? You can't
Oh,
even get a good job if you're a convicted felon. So how could you
What?
run for president?
okay. But bottom line is, once again, this whole going down this road of Trump and whatever trials they try to put him through, he's the
So
president,
so
right?
so you
And,
don't
and,
think?
and hold on one second. Donald Trump is not a perfect person, right? The man has a lot of flaws.
Oh
However,
yeah, I mean he's a
he's done
felon like a lot of
a
people.
lot of things wrong, but he still dominated the Democratic Party.
I don't think he. I mean he did have a lot of supporters. I agree with you with that.
Okay.
But you know,
Can you answer
um,
this? How would America be better if Harris won?
It
I
wouldn't.
mean I don't think it'd be so much division.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. Tell the truth. It wouldn't be good if she would have won because neither parties care about us. That's what people trying to. Y'all so brainwashed on left versus right that neither care about us.
Yeah, see, listen, I really don't care about the left and right thing and none of that. I just go from right and wrong. And I wouldn't care, really who was the president, as long as everything's fair and we don't have to deal with so much racism and so much hate. And every time Trump is president, hate, racism, hate crimes, all of that stuff goes through the roof. You don't
Right,
agree with
but
it?
can you tell me something that Biden and Harris did to unite the country?
I mean, it's only so much you can do. Like, you can't. I mean, what is Trump doing to unite the country? Honestly, you really can't unite the country because most of the country don't like immigrants, don't like black people, don't like. So how can you unite people who hate another person or
You
hate
know,
another
I
race?
think
How can
there's a
that be?
lot. I think most Americans have no issues with black people. Most Americans have no issue with immigrants as long as they do it the correct way.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. Listen,
so I think
that's
if you have that mindset that most of America hates immigrants and black people, you're fucked then, right? Uh,
A lot of Americans, and I'm
okay.
not saying all. I'm not saying you. I'm not, putting it on anybody in particular. I'm saying a lot of white Americans are racist towards black people. Period.
There's
It's
some
been
black
like that
Americans
for
that are
years.
racist towards white people.
And you're
I
right. Some
mean,
black people can be racist. I'm not knocking on that because I see it for myself. Some
I
black
mean, yeah, it could. It goes hand in hand. Hate begets hate. But what I'm saying is when you grow up being discriminated against, being targeted by police, being harassed, like you've never dealt with that, so you don't understand that. And it's not something to complain about, or it's not something. It's just the fact. It's the truth. And I understand that a lot of y'all don't understand that because you haven't went through it. Now, if the situation was reversed and you actually went through that stuff in your life, you would probably understand. But you've been
Can
on.
I just tell you, and I'm gonna keep at this, okay? Um, there are people in this country, white, black, Republican, Democrat, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, it doesn't matter what you are, that you are either based in facts or you're not. And you came up here, you made a comment that hate crimes go up under Trump. That's factually, right? That might be your feelings, but factually, if you look up the hate crimes, they went up under Joe Biden.
I
Okay, so
mean, look at all the groups.
wait, no. Address what I'm saying. You said hate crimes went up. Okay, just look at the last 5-6 years from 2019 until, say, Biden was president through 2024. They went up. So why is it that you come up here and say this stuff, but just factually you're clueless?
I'm gonna say I'm with the host on that one because it's a lot of stuff that happened under the Biden administration that got swept under the rug that a lot of people act like they forgot that happened. So Biden is not innocent. He's just as bad as Trump. Like, come on now, all of them is.
But and I mean this, and I'm being respectful. That's the problem. Is if you're living your life thinking, "Oh, Trump is president, hate crimes are going up just because he's president, and they were so low under the prior administration." I can see why you have the mindset that you do, but it's not based in facts. That's the problem. Do you want to respond? Okay, very good. You can come off mute and respond if you like. And you left. All right. Well, I mean, what are we doing? Here goes this numbnuts. What's
I
up,
know you're.
Canada?
So I have something to speak to you about how many times you reported my account last time I was here.
That what?
You reported my account like
Why would I
18
report?
times.
Why would I report your account?
It was 18 reports. They were all removed, but I'm saying that came from you.
Okay. All right. So that's how you're starting is on that bullshit.
Oh, you didn't report once?
I've
Because at
never
TikTok,
once.
I went through like things.
Stop. I want to be clear. I've never once reported one person. Are you talking about when you're on my panel? Why would I
Yeah.
report anyebody? That hurts my life, dumbass.
No, you didn't hear what I was saying at the bottom? It was
Go
not.
ahead.
Did you notice it?
Go ahead.
Did you notice
What am I supposed to notice?
what I was saying last live I was here when I was being reported?
All right, Canada. What else?
I'm just asking you, did you notice?
I have no clue what you're talking about, bro.
So you don't remember me last live. Okay, I'll drop that. Now I can continue with what you're saying.
Oh, Canada, you are getting. There are people that when they first appear on my panel, it's like a shock to them, and they adjust and they get better at being more productive for the conversation.
Okay.
You are just like Broski and that one dumbass dude that is just like Broski, among others. Okay, just not Broski. Not gonna
I
just
have
leave it.
100 accounts though, so it
But
doesn't matter what you do.
once again, I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
You are very bad at joining this panel. Maybe you're great on other panels, but I don't know.
Am I the only one that gets under your skin? Maybe.
Dude, he didn't report your check.
Oh, I'm so I sorry. I thought you were laughing at somebody else, and I dropped you, thinking that you came off mute by accident. What did you say? That you get under my skin? No, I just don't think you're productive.
Okay.
Okay, you come up here. We're in the middle of a conversation, and you make it all about your dumbass account, as if I'm worried. If I don't want you on my panel, I just have to drop you. I don't have to report you.
100%.
Reporting you hurts my life.
I'm saying I was reported 18 times.
Okay, well, I can assure you it was not me.
Okay.
Okay, and just so you know, and this is how I know. Once again, you're a pathological liar. You're the man that came up here and said that in 97% of restaurants,
You just
that all
dropped
the
someone right
black
now for
people are
laughing.
sitting in the back.
Because you thought it was me.
Wait, what?
You just dropped someone right now for laughing.
What? No. I thought they were having a conversation elsewhere. Regardless, you're just not productive, bro. It's that simple. That's all.
Thank you. What would you like me to comment on?
Nothing. You're good. You're good, bro.
I'm not allowed
Oh,
comment?
one more thing. Once again, how you're a pathological liar. Never once in all.
But you're not going to let me comment. You're just going to make a statement and drop me?
I'll drop you, then make the statement. I'll do you one better. Very simple. All the times that my accounts have been permanently banned or reported, I've never once saw who reported me or the amount of times I was reported.
Yeah, I give you that one. Hey, host, how you doing? I came through yesterday, and as again, like you just told that man, call him a liar. Acorn, I heard you on here speaking, brother, and with the prompt right here, I see that you showed that response to George Floyd and what happened with Crowley Kirk. It was prayer, George Floyd. Okay, well, with your prompt right here, the only thing that's wrong about the prompt is, guess what? This had been happening. People was tired. I can give you instances where things happened to black people that they didn't do this. Because and I heard you say go down a rabbit hole when Emmett Till, the shit that happened with Emmett Till, they didn't burn, they didn't, and it was a lie. Black people wasn't able to even look, hold their head up, walk down the street. This young brother, and then the lady came back and just told a goddamn lie. The old ass woman told a lie, said, "Hey, it didn't happen." Her husband pushed her to do that. Then when you just went to say that crimes in 2024, go to your same federal database that you always pull up, and in fact looked at it. Even the whole year of 2025 haven't even finished yet. We had a decrease in 2023 to 2024 in hate crimes. In 2025, right now, the numbers have went up. They have went up some. And
how many have been committed here in 2020?
Sir, let me ask you this. No, hold on. This is what you told that man. Sir, no. You told a lie.
Answer the question directly.
You told a lie. You told a lie. So now the hate crimes have increased.
What was the lie? Hate
crimes have increased in 2025 due to this administration in office.
What is the number?
23 and 24, they hate crimes actually went down some. Now, let's get back to this point right here. I heard you say,
hold on once again.
When I heard Keon say certain things.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna stay here and listen to you. But I'm gonna say, no, let me finish.
You can come back up. I'll let you right back up, okay? First of all, when I call when I call Democrats that are dumb, ignorant, and uncaged animals, don't prove me right. Okay, so you come up here. The question is very simple. What are the number of hate crimes in 2025? And what were they for 2024? Let's make sure we're looking at the same numbers. And then I hope you're not going to be one of these dumb motherfuckers that think that Donald Trump has anything to do with 2024 because he wasn't president. But all right, let's go back to that, dumbass. So, Tom, good. Answer me directly. How many hate crimes?
I'm not by my device, but reason I know this because the other day we was looking at the hate crimes, and in 2025 they actually had risen. Now I cannot give them all to you in 25 because we're not through.
So once again, time. Do your homework. Bring me numbers.
Okay.
And then we'll have a conversation. Okay. We'll see what your numbers are. We'll compare them to 2024, and from 2022 to 2023, they went up from 11,600 to almost 11,900. All right, K1, you have anything else?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
one more thing about the prompt. It's not when people say we comparing the George Floyd to Kirk. The only thing we are comparing, because mind you, nobody deserves to get unalive, no matter what's like unalive the way that he did, no matter what demographic you came from. The only thing we are comparing is what happened on social media, because we have people mad that people are making jokes of Kirk, but like we've been telling people that people made jokes of George Floyd too. That's the only thing we're comparing the jokes, and I have proof.
K1, I'm not even. First of all, there is no comparison between Charlie Kirk and George Floyd.
We're talking about what
Hold
people
on one
made
second, please.
fun
Hold on
of.
1 second, please. Charlie Kirk was a good man. George Floyd was a piece of shit.
You don't know. You
That's
only
simple.
know.
And I'm not talking about social media. What I'm talking about is the public response. Social media is trash, right? So it doesn't matter who dies. Social media is gonna be social media. I'm not addressing that, okay? Because there are horrendous people on both sides behind a keyboard. So I don't care about that. What I'm talking about is the different prayer vigils that have been held throughout the country versus multiple U.S. cities with a lot of looting and fires being set. You see the difference?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difference there because it's with this Charlie Kirk's. It seems like he has the government backing behind the whole move. It even got to the point to where his wife and Trump was just on national television. Like, you didn't even do all of that for the Democratic lady that got gunned down in her house with her family? Why wasn't that same uproar for that lady and her family? Why was it only about Kirk? And see, that's the problem with everybody talking about. So we
No, it's not
can
the problem.
compare a
Let me
lot
answer.
of
Let me
things.
answer. Let me answer. Okay, Charlie Kirk is probably one of the top 5 people responsible for Donald Trump winning last November.
And you can say yes, because I was following Charlie Kirk around that time.
Okay,
Yes, it
so
was.
I'm telling you. So whenever you say why did Donald Trump honor him the way that he did, he owes a lot to Charlie Kirk. Okay, so there's no doubt about that. No offense to the lady in Minnesota. My guess is you couldn't even tell me her name.
No, I don't. I was just talking
Just
about
say
her to
no, I
remember her
cannot.
name off the top of the rip. No, I can't give
Okay,
you her
fair
name
enough.
off the top of the rip, but
Because,
it happened
what?
and nobody talked about it.
Well, to be
Whether it
fair,
was
people did talk about it. People
and see
talked about it for a little bit.
okay, but see, whether it was public or not, someone broke into her home and unalived her and her family.
And
He
by
was
the way,
in
it was a Democrat that did that.
it don't matter what. See,
Okay,
you still
that's
think
fine.
about
That's fine.
left
But
versus
I
right.
just want
She
to
was
make it
still a
clear.
human being at the end of the day.
Of course, of course.
So why
But
wasn't it that much? And she was a woman. So why was it wasn't that much uproar for a woman that got killed in her own home? But it was more uproar for Charlie Kirk, and he was
once
assassinated in
again,
public.
Donald Trump is responsible for how he responds, how the Republican Party responds. Charlie Kirk was one of the most valuable pieces to Trump winning last November. Now, the Democrats, from CNN to MSNBC to the Democrats in the House and the Senate, they could have done more to talk about her and her husband, but they didn't. Why? Because they were busy hating on Trump. It's not like Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries said, let's all go to Minnesota and have a mass or a prayer vigil for them. They didn't do that. What
No,
stops them from doing it?
no, I'm not talking about like as not just government in general, as far as people as a whole. You when once Charlie Kirk got unalive, you had people coming on here. Oh, when I pass, bury me in red for because I got
Come on,
a
K1,
black.
don't
That's
come on, don't play
bullshit.
stupid. Charlie Kirk was very well known with millions of followers throughout the world. Nobody knows that. Nobody knew that chick's name, and we still don't. Okay,
You
let's not play like investigator here,
So you
right?
have to know a name to show empathy. Charlie Kirk told y'all he didn't want no empathy, but y'all still
But
praising.
you're deflecting again. You're
No,
deflecting again.
what?
Can
No,
you just acknowledge?
you listen to what. That's why I said y'all are animals. Listen to what you just
Okay,
said out your
we're the
mouth.
animals. Okay, no
Since
problem.
nobody know her name, it doesn't matter what happened to her. How
There's
do
people
listen
that
to?
die
So
every.
imagine if someone said that, and don't take this wrong way. Imagine if someone said that about your mom on the street. Oh well, we don't know her. F that lady. How would you
Name
feel
one
if people
person in
treat your
Chicago
mom
that
like
was
that?
shot and killed last weekend.
Huh?
Name one person that was shot and killed in Chicago last weekend.
I don't keep up. I'm in Alabama worried about
There you go.
Alabama things. I'm not worried about Chicago.
Okay, fair enough. But
Can you name a person that got killed in
hold on one
Chicago?
second. Hold on. I think for you to sit here and play dumb as if it's not obvious on why the response for Charlie Kirk has been different, that's on you. But final word to you before I move on.
Anything you're gonna say? Because you're saying because of the person so you saying you have idols. That's what you're saying. So you have idols, right? Because if you're sitting here saying just because he was this big public speaker that everyone praised, then this is what I say about our black community too. So y'all are just like us. We,
Okay.
the black community, we praise celebrities and stuff, and when they pass, we're so hurt. But we don't be that hurt around with the people around us, right? So that's exactly what y'all are doing right now with so y'all talk about us, but y'all are doing what we're doing. You sitting up here saying, "Oh well, because she didn't have a name, it too much don't matter,"
All
and
right.
that's
Very
why
good.
people.
I'm
But
ready to
it
move
wasn't
on. I've
only
had
the
enough. Came
government
on.
speaking
I
out about
appreciate
Charlie
you.
Kirk. It was his followers too, and it was
Okay.
random people speaking up about him too. Random people, and random Democrats or whatever, or Republicans, whoever. Y'all wasn't speaking up about this lady. This was a woman gunned down in her home. What happened to protecting women? Whether she was
Well,
Democrat or Republican,
K1,
it
K1,
was a woman.
stop, K1. Point blank. Nobody gave a fuck about the lady in Minnesota. You still can't even tell me her name, and neither can I. Okay, decades from now, people will know who Charlie Kirk was. That's simple. If you don't like it, don't know what to tell you. So let's go to John. John, where are you from, John?
Hey, good morning, bro. I'm from New York, unfortunately.
And what brings you up?
I've been sitting here listening to the whole thing, and I'm gonna start off by saying just a little background. This idea, like I have some type of foundation that I'm going off of. I'm a white guy. I'm married to a black woman. When I married my wife, when I met her, she was a Democrat. The reason why she voted Democrat is because her grandfather always said, always just vote Democrat. Like she had no knowledge, no, she never followed politics. It was not her thing, right? But she told me that her family generally always voted Democrat because everybody in their elder side would always vote Democrat. Now, my point of saying this is the reason why I think black people can't get it together for the most part is because Democrats, the left, have for years now brainwashed the hell out of black people. And they created this fake divide because as long as they keep black people in check, they have a mass majority of people who are always going to believe them and always side with them no matter what, because they always feel like they've been told by their grandfathers or grandmothers, people they love the closest to them, always vote Democrat. So there's a connection with their closest people to them and their family and voting for Democrat. So they feel almost like they're being a traitor, as if they're going against their own family if they vote anything outside of Democrat. But Democrat perpetually, they just keep black people enslaved because they're the ones who obviously start the social programs, start welfare, all the things that keep you just floating so you're happy, but never to get ahead. Have you ever noticed that welfare and EBT and all that shit never gets you ahead, but it'll keep you alive? And they're happy with that because they want you to just stay stagnant. They don't want you to have power and rise up because they're afraid of you. Hence why you see a lot of fat white chicks from suburban America at BLM protests with the fucking t-shirts on. They're just trying to be down with you. That's all it is. They're afraid of black people. So at the end of the day, the Democrats really are the evil people that kept black people in this perpetual slave state where they constantly think that the man's trying to hold them down, the foot is on their neck, yada, yada, yada. There's so many years of indoctrination with this, generations of it. So it's like I honestly lost hope with black people realizing who the real problem is,
Wait,
because it's been going on for so long
All
now.
right, all right, all right, all right. Hold on one second.
can I say this to John?
Hold on one
See
second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna open it back up. Tamara, where are you from?
I'm from the Metro Detroit area.
All right, and what brings you up here today?
So I just wanna, and will you respectfully let me speak without cutting me off?
I'm gonna be honest. I was very quick to cutting off my friend up here in the right corner because I say just keep it to 30 seconds or less and just be factual.
Okay,
Sorry about
so
that.
what I think is that this prompt right here that you have is very divisive because I don't think it's a party thing. I think it's a good versus evil thing at this point. And I think us making it about race and party is only making it worse. And I feel like that kind of is what this prompt is about,
So do you go
unfortunately.
around to TikTok lives like grading people's photos or like is
No,
this
I
like
was
a
just
profession?
I was just, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is maybe trying to, if your goal is to try to make it better, maybe trying to unify people and
Well,
understand what other
Tamara,
people.
let me just tell you, I've said multiple times, this is not about white, black, red, blue. It is very simple. It's either you're based in facts and reality or you're not.
I
And there,
agree with you.
okay, so thank you. All right. Josh, my friend up there in the top right, he said, get off the plantation, wake up, and vote red.
Wait, can I respond to him right quick? Oh,
Good. You
No,
were
bro,
first. Go ahead, K1.
Quan, let me go.
wait,
No,
wait.
Quan,
I just
hold on. Don't you guys fight. Good. K1 was first. I cut him off to
see,
talk to Tamara.
and it's gonna be short and simple. See, the thing is, what we're trying to get y'all to understand, y'all can go by statistics and stats. That's man made, so people can say anything on the internet. What
Okay, so
we
you're
telling
not
y'all,
based
wait,
in facts.
no, no,
So
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no. I'm saying because that's just like you can say, well, black people commit most of the crimes, but in my community, I don't see that. So that's why I'm saying it's different for everybody. But what I want to say is, for y'all to say the system and all that is not against us, how about you put yourself in, how about you be black for a day? Put yourself in our shoes, and then you will see that it's still actively going on. Just because it's not broadcasted to the masses like it used to be back in the day, it is still going on. But y'all won't realize that because y'all are not in our shoes. Y'all don't go through this on a daily day basis.
All
We
right,
do.
listen, K1, listen. I have a conference call to get on. It's 10 o'clock Eastern. I'll be back later on today. I might even come back in an hour. But I appreciate you all for stopping by. Once again, two groups of people. You're either based in facts and reality and you have common sense, or you sit there and say that FBI numbers are man-made, and you don't trust them. It's that simple. So regardless, I will talk to you guys in a little bit.